Hey guys, I'm back with Breath of the Wild. Now listen, let me explain something to you. I did a video the other day and something messed up and I deleted it before it got posted, so everything I did's gone. Now, I've seen other YouTubers in my time and I would say, is that possible? Can you do that? Yes, you can. So what I'm going to tell you is that I have done some things you're not going to see, but I'm going to show you what I've done so you can do them. I went back and rewatched the last video before that one that I messed up to see where I left off. Now we did come over here to the far left of the map to the Bantha Tower, and if you zoom in, we did find that Great Fairy Fountain, right? I went ahead and upgraded accordingly for that one. Then I said I was going to try to find the third and fourth one. I found the third one. I want to show you where that is. I didn't do the fourth one yet. I'm going to probably do that today. But I did a couple more shrines. I think most of these you've seen me do already, all the stuff in the Fairy region and whatnot, but this is where I had a little different, up here, the Akala region. Now what I did was I come over here and opened up this shrine. I don't know if I had that when I last videoed for you. I don't remember that, but I did. It's right here in Hyrule Field. We did this tower. We had the Guardians around us here, and the Walking Guardians are out here, the big boys. But I took my chances, and I came from this stable, walked around. There's a Guardian over here, but I got past him and just kind of came out this way, and I went over and unlocked that shrine and that stable right there. And then I came across, and I came right here over this bridge. You can see it's labeled because I've crossed it. And then I went in this general vicinity, and it keeps, you can see I left my horse up here because I had to go up some mountains or around some mountains. I get my horse back eventually. But anyway, I came through here and went up and around. Now this area here is the Zora domain, and if I get in this general area too much, I'm going to start talking to Zora people, and I'll get involved in the storyline. I don't feel like getting involved in that right now. I love them, they're fun, and the story's great, and I like that Divine Beast, but I don't feel like doing that right now. So I went around them up here, and I came to this Akala Tower, activated it, beat this shrine, got this shrine on the way. I think I did these two already for you. If not, I did them. I'm sorry. You can figure them out. It's not that big a deal. I feel like I'm always, all right, there we go. Anyway, so I got a couple of stragglers. Now there's a tower in this area, but it's in the Zora domain. And I don't feel like going in there right now. Like I said, I'll come back and get that. But for the time being, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back over this way. This right here is gonna be one of the most popular shrines you'll go to from now on. Not right now, but later on, because you'll eventually build a town right here called Terrytown. Eventually, you'll need to own that house first, I told you about. But right here is the Fairy Fountain. And I haven't opened her up yet. I found her, but she cost like 1,000. So I didn't have the money on me at the time. That being said, here's what I have done. I've saved these four, what do you call it, amiibos. I already used my pack of these, all of them, and there's a bunch of them in there to get my goods for the day. Now, as you can see on my screen here, I got a lot of stuff that's difficult to just find on a day-to-day basis by a lot of walking. If you do a lot of walking, you'll find it. But you'll also kill a lot of enemies. Now, I'm not killing a lot of enemies like I should, but you can see down there my enemy supply is minimal. You see this? My point, though, is you'll kill more and more and more and more as you go on and play the game. I'm just not really in the mood right now to have to re-amp my weapons and so forth and so on. I've got a lot of good things, a lot of new things. I cooked some meals. That one's for cold resistance. That's for heat resistance. I will need the heat resistance going to the desert because that's where the third fairy is. I've got some, endurance or stamina additions here, and that one right there, and a couple just for health. You know what I mean? That's more heat endurance, and that's for strength, I think. Attack boost, yes. So I've done a couple of those things. I've got 5 spirit orbs. I want to go down here in a minute and get one of these, get these 4 turned in and go ahead and get my upgrade there. The big one is that I've still got the inventory I had here. A couple of maybe new ones you've seen, haven't seen. But the big thing is this. I had the well-worn trousers and old shirt we got when we started the game. Then I got that from the king up high, but I don't think it has any, advancement potential through the Great Fairies. Then I got these on an amiibo. I got those on an amiibo. I got that. I think that's every one of them. I think there's 5 individual suits. There's one more in particular for Majora's Mask, and if you've played the game, you know what I'm talking about. It's the Fierce Deity. But I think this was Twilight Time. That's what it is. Time will be no. Hero is the first one. That's from the original Zelda. They don't do anything for Zelda 2 as far as that goes. Ocarina of Time will be that one. Then after Ocarina of Time is Majora's Mask. That will be the Fear Stadia. We'll get to that one later too. You can get these faster. I'm just not in a big hurry, okay? Just playing the game accordingly. After Majora's Mask, Fear Stadia outfit, the next one in play was Wind Waker. Instead of Cap of the Wind. And then after that was Twilight Princess. And then after that, I forgot what Skyward Sword. There probably is, yeah, there's Skyward on here too. Sky, Cap of the Sky and stuff like that. So I haven't got that one yet. But Skyward Sword will be on here too. But what I did though is I went ahead and bought the Stealth Guard. I got the Sheik mask, which is basically like the equivalent of a headgear for the Stealth Sheik or the Stealth Guard here. They do the same thing. So they'll both give me, what do you call it, stealth when I'm trying to sneak around and get things and other bugs. There's the tunic of the hero, and let's hit the button here, sort. Boop. And there we go. That's sorted them a little bit. Look at this now. So that's time, wind, wind, wind. Twilight, twilight, oh, sorry. And then nothing but one on the sky. That's Skyward Sword, like I told you. And then there's the hero and hero. I went ahead and bought this one just because it was cheap. It's a part of the game. It's a Hylian tunic. It's what you would wear if you weren't wearing this, basically, as your everyday clothes. But I've already got the Champion's tunic. And then I decided to go ahead and buy the, there it is, the Hylian hood. Because it can upgrade faster than some of these down here. And you can use in real time. You see, it's already at level 8. I've upgraded it, I think, twice. I've upgraded this one, I think, twice. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Everything I'm wearing right now is upgraded to the 2nd level. So I'll need to do the 3rd and 4th, and they'll be maxed out, and they will be strong. It will be difficult to beat me, even if I have 6 hearts like I've got. It's difficult, and I'm going to show you that. Work on it today. Now these, again, most of this stuff, everything from here that I'm looking at right here to there, all these are amiibo only. So what you should have in your inventory right now is this, maybe that, that, and you could buy that if you wanted to, is what I'm saying. And you will need it, so at some point. But that being said, what we're going to do is I'm going to try to get a big picture of the map here and start it over again. You see we've done all this together. We did this last time. The time I didn't get recorded, like I said, I walked over here and I activated that, and I'm going to come over here now. I actually sold a couple of gems and did a couple of more amiibos. I'm going to run over here to this shrine. I'm going to play these 4 amigos, not amigos, amiibos, so you can see what they're like if you haven't done them yet. I'll give you an idea. And then I'm going to run down to that fairy fountain, pay her money, and then see what I need to upgrade, all right? So here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and move these down while I'm waiting on the transfer. And again, y'all be patient with me. My son will run around here and make noise. He's not right now, but he will. You know how it is. All right, like I said, if you look out that way, I've already got this Koroks. It's another one of those, put another apple down. I already got him. If you look down that way, that clearing right there on the end of that island tip, whatever, that's going to be a town, a big town called Terrytown later on, not right now. It's a good ways down the road, but like I said, this game is so big, you got so much to do. So much to do. Okay, what you do is you hit your up button and you can swap between your, what do you call it, rooms, and you know how to use these and these and these. And now this is a camera. I think you saw me get the upgrade on that. You'll try to take a picture of everything in the game eventually if you want 100%. You don't have to, but if you want 100%, you'll need to do that. Go over here to Amiibo, hit your little button, and then take them. I want to show you, just right this. This is the Pro Controller. The same will work with, come on. So work with your Joy-Cons and such too. So now, so far, she hasn't, that Twilight Princess Zelda hasn't given me any treasure chests. I don't know why she hadn't. Everybody else does. But whatever. So we're going to do Link here. This is Link from Tears of the Kingdom. And I guess I could have done this in an area that wasn't so grassy. But anyway, you see you can get these arrows. There was a 5-pack arrows there. All those fish are great for cooking, and you'll need some for upgrades later on your armor. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. I think the sizzle fin fish and stuff like that. So you'll be able to use these things as you go. Right now, I'm just going to run. Now, this is Zelda. Hell, saw her already. So this is how you use the amiibos, and I just generally, that Hardy Rice is good. I just generally collect all the goods around it first, and then grab the treasure chest. Sometimes I can't use it. Sometimes I got too many weapons. It is what it is. Ruby I can always use. And then the last one is Ganondorf. And again, you've seen him already too from Tears of the Kingdom. I'm gonna see if I can get all these in one little swing. That's not what I meant to do. Whatever. Alright, now this will be it for the amiibos. And I'll take that luminous stone. Now we're going to go down to the ferry. Pay her money. I'm going to go ahead and take my amiibos off. I won't be using that again today. And I'm going to take this, what do you call it, off the cobble crusher. I don't use him except to open up boxes and barrels and stuff like that. Okay, which way am I pointing? Wrong direction. There we go. All right, over here, like I said, every time you want to go to the ferry, this one's the easiest one to get to probably in the game. Come out of that shrine, come over here. And it may not be quite as easy as the one in Kakariko Village, but in my opinion, it is, because you don't have to walk through the grass and run through the grass and watch your stamina wheel jump down. But as you can see, that's where that one is. We're going to see what's required for me to go up to the next level on my armor. And you may be like, well, I think this is garbage that you're spending so much time doing this. Well, to each his own, because this game does not have a definitive walkthrough. There's no way to walk through it. There's no one way to walk through it, should I say. And like I said, I've played it enough. I know exactly what I need to be prepared and to be ready and to be advanced, I guess is a better word to use, for these amiibos, not the amiibos, for these divine beasts and these shrines and stuff like that, and the final boss. I'm not gonna go into it hoping I live like I've been doing a couple of times with those other shrines and some of these enemies that hit me once and kill me. You know what I mean? I want to be so equipped I don't even worry about it. And then the game, in my opinion, is a lot more fun when you don't have to worry about dying. You just go do what you want to do when you want to do it. Go anywhere you want to go. Alright, let's see. I probably don't have anything to be upgraded right now. But I'm going to see what I need to get. Because typically for these, the Hylian gear, it's just bokoblin horns and such. Let's see. Nadra's horn. Nadra is the ice one, the ice dragon. That's over there by Mount Blaneru. I've got plenty of silent princesses. So I have to go in a different direction. Matter of fact, in the direction I got that first memory, even further past that, and that's a big mountain to get up. I'm not really interested in doing that today. This one needs bokoblin fangs, 2 more, simple, I can get those. And this one needs the same thing, 2 more. So what I need to do right now is go kill 4 bokoblins and get their fangs, hopefully. And again, I might need to kill more than 4, because they usually give you your, not fangs, the horns. Usually get the horns on those. But then again, that takes bokoblin guts too, so I need bokoblin guts to get them both done. So I think I'm going to mess with that another time. But what I'll do right now is I will show you the location of the 4th fairy. Even though we can't open her yet, I want to show you the location, get to that shrine, and have it readily accessible. Now this is easier said than done. This is the area right here. This is the Gerudo Desert. Once you're in here, you can't bring a horse. You can't, until I get the armor in the desert, you'll get hurt in the heat and it'll kill you. So I do have, I hope I can make this today. I do have a couple of pieces of heat resistant right here. Low, 6 minutes, 6 minutes. 6.5. So that's a lot of time, but it's a big desert to get across. And again, we'll have to see. So let me see if I can. This is going to be a big venture. This is probably the best starting point. And you'll be like, wow, that's way back on the Great Plateau where you started. That's where I started the game, right there. Let's do it. And there's a lot of enemies, again, you haven't seen yet. We've walked by a Lionel, the hardest one in the game. We avoided it. There's several of those. Right here is what's called a Hinox. Right here is what's called a Stone Talus. Actually, maybe he's over here. I think he's over here. Yeah. My point though is there's more than one in the game. It's just the first ones I can think of while I'm right here. And as you get stronger, they'll become easy to defeat. And then, like I said, some of them give really good rewards. Like the Talus gives you jewels, so you can get diamonds and rubies and all kinds of stuff you'll need again later to upgrade some of your armor. And this might just be the armor you get through the amiibos. I forget. But none of them are necessary to beat the game. I think there's a what you call in there, Korok. But I'm not interested in dealing with the cold right now. Now listen, if you see this, I should be going southwest, yes. This is the Gerudo town area where I'm going to do Divine Beasts. I'm going to try to come around him, come over this way, because I'm going to go in this corner down here on the bottom. It's a long walk. Again, I can't do the horse ride. I mean, I can right here. Once I get to the desert, it ain't happening. And I'll probably go ahead and hit that shrine while I'm here. At least give me another place to load from. And like I said, I don't know what each shrine is, but I've done all of them at least 3 times. Remember this one. So what we'll do is we will use our stasis. We'll pop that guy, and then we'll knock him down there, and that'll finish that. Oh, not what I want to do. Open up the door. Now this one's generally pretty easy. It's going to have a couple of guardians in it, little walking guardians, tiny ones. Not that difficult, especially if you've been doing what I said, and that's upgrading. Go ahead and hit that. Well, that's too much. Like I said, not too hard. Patience. Now this section's a good bit harder. So let's see what we can do. You're gonna take this ball right here, and you need to put it in. You'll see it. There's a hole up there, and you gotta get it past these, what you call this. Now you can see there the blocks that are coming out like that are going to stop it, but you don't want to go on a small block. You want to go on a big block. Watch, you see that big one right there. You need to go past that big block. Almost got me, didn't it? Anyway, you'll do it again there. Now I'm going to want to get that treasure chest, but I want to get this done first because the ball, holding on to the ball is the hardest part. And I'm telling you, it's more difficult than it looks like, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Not gonna do it this time. That was my fault. You see how much less time the little ones give you? And this is one of those, again, patience is virtue here. You need to do that, pay attention. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not dropping it. Wow. Oh yeah, that's right. Why am I doing that like an idiot? I gotta crouch into that one, that's right. Alright, yeah, okay, that's my fault. My fault. I gotta do this again, I forget. Oh yeah. Yeah, give me a second, give me a second. That's my fault, that's my fault. Yeah, just can't be an idiot, sorry. My fault. My fault. I'm an idiot. It's alright though. We all be idiots. Yeah, I think I'll stay back here. Sometimes you just gotta work smarter. it even worth it? No. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a good opal, but I mean, wasn't worth the effort for that opal, but okay, whatever. I'm waiting for the stasis to recharge. There we go, that's gonna be a good one. Watch this. Oh, quit squatting. Why is he squatting? I'm not doing that on purpose, y'all. Not doing it on purpose. But you see how much less damage I took with the armor advanced. Try hitting those lasers, letting those lasers hit you without that. Now there's a lot of nest to get into. It's a long walk, pretty good long walk between here and that desert and another, what do you call it, stable, plus obviously after the stable there's a shrine on the way. We're gonna do it. You'll have, like I said, you'll have access to all of them. And if you're one of those people that's like me and you'd just rather upgrade everything, just go get the stuff you need, upgrade, and you are so equipped. And like I said, I think I've got 6 or 7 spirit orbs right now, so I could go get another heart or another piece of stamina if I want to. And again, it's not necessary to fight those moblin, stall moblins, whatever they're called. But you can if you want to. I'm just not interested in wearing out my weapons. And I can't avoid this, y'all, unless I want to start climbing these mountains, and I don't have the stamina to do that right now. I'm going to have to follow the trail. So yes, it's going up, but it's going to swing back around to the left and start going south again. And again, you can fight any enemies you want to. And she's got a side quest for me. Or he, whatever it is. Can't talk to him anyway while the wolves are out, but it doesn't matter. I'll get to that later because his friends, or whatever he needs me to do. Maybe it's the ones by the stable. I don't remember. But they're up here in these rafters above me. I gotta save them. Like 3 or 4 of them. And I'm not ready to go up there just yet. And that's entrance point right there. You can get up there pretty easy there when you come back this direction looking for that side quest. But there's a lot of side quests, a lot of things to do in this game, so I'm not going to make any of them right now a priority. My priority is to find that last fairy fountain. And then probably do more shrines and open up more of the map if I can, without getting committed to the, what do you call it? the divine beasts. Because the divine beasts are, they're pretty cool. It's like this game's version of the dungeons. But, they're not near as big as regular Zelda dungeons, you know what I mean. There's only 4 of them. Most Zelda games have 7 or 8 dungeons. Sometimes more, depending on which game you're in. But that's one of the things they shied away from on this one when it came to the non-linear gameplay. Don't hit me with that arrow, please. I'll take that, thank you. And it was questionable when they first brought this game out whether people were going to like it or not. But to be honest with you, it stuck pretty good. I think most people would say they liked it. I think everybody wants to find a way to put them together. The linear style and the open world style, and it's just harder to do than you would realize. And I'll bet you Nintendo's working on that. We'll see if I'm right or wrong, you know, in 5 years. Alright, now this, obviously a spot right there, you can see the, what do you call it, the rock can be broken. So you blow it up and there's probably a treasure chest in there, yeah. And I don't know what's in it, and I don't know if it's worth it, but sometimes you might as well. And that's a good one. Rubies and sapphires and diamonds are the hardest ones to get. So it wasn't a bad stop right there. And as you can see, I'm going southbound again, where I need to be. Now, I'm not going here. I'm going to go around that. And again, we'll get to a shrine and another stable before we get there. And yes, you could bring your horse if you want to, but I didn't. It's easier for me to walk and walk a horse halfway across the map, you know. There's a stable, and I believe the shrine is up high. I can't remember. It's over here somewhere. Alright, there's Cass again. We'll talk to him later. I don't want to fool with him right now. I think that shrine's up there. I'm gonna head up that way and look. I think so. You know, like I said, I spent, I think, 900 hours in Tears of the Kingdom after this game. And then I just got done finishing, Echoes of Wisdom. So I don't remember all the intimate details. They'll come back to me. There's a treasure chest, might as well. It's sitting here. I can't use that right now. Inventory's full. But it'll come back to me, so don't think that I don't know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing. And there's a shrine. It's just been a while. This game came out, what, 17? What year is it, 24? And this will be the one you come back and forth to every time you want to go to this shrine, or this stable in particular. And like I said, you don't have to complete these shrines. All you have to do is activate them in order to warp to them. But, well, my opinion is, why waste your time having to come back when you're already here? Just do it, you know what I mean? I remember this one being a little more difficult. And you'll see why. They start you out with the simple stuff, and they say, oh, you think you can handle that? I'm going to give you this. Now you can see there's a locked door here, which you can't access. And there's nothing that way. Well, there it is. Another one of those swinging balls. My point is, one way or another, I wanted to get a key to go into there. And I can't remember... I can't remember what this is. Again, patience, y'all. And it should shoot that. Not very far. Well, let's go over here first. Let's get, no, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to put a little ball here, it'll activate this, and it'll knock that down. I think the ball's that one over there, so that's what we'll do, yeah. We'll go over here, take care of that guy. He was simple. We'll take this one off the string. like we always do. Oop, I thought it was gonna roll at me, but it didn't. All right, anyway, take him down. I'm not missing anything, am I? You know what? I want my arrow back. I don't waste arrows if I can help it. So we'll go over here, put this one down. That should move that big block out of the way. Yeah. There's the key. Now we'll go right back where we came from, and if my memory is correct, this is the complicated part. Maybe this is a different shrine. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the end of the shrine right here. See, quarter heart that time. Can't complain about that as far as the damage goes. And I love his guardian swords. I'm just a big fan of them. So what can I get rid of? Well, nothing. All these are good. But we'll get the guardian sword another time. This is one of those where you're going to have to just move it closer. So there you go. That's that. Okay, now we're gonna mosey on past this, what do you call it, stable, and head into the desert. I'm gonna save it beforehand, just because, I mean, the desert's big. It's got some new enemies in there, and some of them are kind of scary. And I can't remember if I'm gonna run across any getting to that parrot fountain or not. But again, desert is one of the areas, one of the 4 areas you'll go for a divine beast. And it's actually the hardest divine beast. Maybe not hardest divine beast, but hardest divine beast boss. Yeah. It's in the desert. I think. If I'm wrong, you be the judge. That sucker's. He whipped me good. Now, I know personally that rush rooms are required for one of our upgrades, and that's a Korok. I'll go ahead and get him and get these rush rooms because they will be available or needed for an upgrade. And I can't remember which one, just take my word for it. I'll get them later. I'm not climbing back up there. Okay. So here we are headed to the desert. And this opening here, I think, is where we're headed. I believe, and you'll see it. It's, yeah, that's it. Pretty, isn't it? You gotta like that. Again, your horse can't go past this point in the game. Now, there'll be new, I guess we'll call it, there's the divine beast. You see him over there moving around? Yeah. We won't go that way. We'll try to avoid him. The temperature's getting hot. You see that? Am I already still in the heat? Okay, what we're going to do, though, we're trying to do our best. We're going to try to go down here to this corner. We only have X number of minutes because I've got only... You know what, maybe I'll go ahead and get the whatchamacallit. I think I will. There's the armor that I can get, and I think I've got enough money for it. If I don't, I'll find a way to get it. The armor you can get, and I'll give you this story real quick. Long story short is, the Gerudo village is women only. They will not let a man in. So we're going to have to go to a spot here, a little oasis outside of the town, and buy woman armor, woman clothes or whatever to pretend to be a woman to get into Gerudo village. And I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm here. So the sooner we can get that, the sooner I never have to worry about, what do you call it, eating food to keep me from getting hot. As you see on the top left corner, I put the heat resistance food on, 6 minutes and 15 seconds now. And this thing right here, directly in front of me, I'm not going to go that way now in the sand, it's slow in the sand, but I'm following this path here. I'm going to that area where, directly there, it's an oasis I can go into, and I can buy that armor. And then I can move into the Gerudo village without any issues. I will activate that shrine over there by the Gerudo village so I can have easier access to it. And it'll put me at about, I don't know, about halfway to the, what do you call it? Fairy shrine, or fairy, whatever you want to call it. About halfway there. Now, I can't remember if I have to go to the village first. I'm going to have to watch this. I may have to go to the village first to get turned down and then go back and get the armor. But I'm going to try to get the armor first to see if I can get a lot of extra walking. This is a divine beast. I think it's Boris, I think. If I'm wrong, don't hold me accountable. And it's a cutscene you gotta watch to enjoy it. Now, again, I'm not going to fool with that right now. We'll have to go into the village. We'll have to do what I'm talking about doing, which is the armor thing before we can do that. In order to get into the village, to talk to the village leader, and she'll help us get into there. Into that. And that will not be necessary to see again. Alright, now we're coming up on, what is it called? Koroks Bazaar. Yeah, that's it. Now I think there's more Koroks around here. There's new items you can buy here. Now, I've already got a lot of these because I found them in my whatchamacallits, in my amiibos. I think she's got a side quest, but what we're going to do is we're going to go up here and see if I can get this now. And I'm sorry if it's not part of gameplay necessarily, but if I can get this now, I'm going to. And it'll save me a little bit of time. Because it's a nice little hike. Oops, sorry. Nice little hike from here to Gerudo. That what you call it right there, that's the Gerudo village. And believe it or not, that hike looks bigger than it is. I'm sorry, it is bigger than it looks. I apologize. And this may be, it looks like it's not. He's not up here now. Now, I may be able to go down there and talk to somebody and find him, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to walk that way. And here I go. And while I'm there, I'll go ahead and activate the, where's the walking path? I'll go ahead and activate that shrine. I guess I'll just stay in the same. Activate that shrine and I can warp back here once I get what I need. Now, you can see my heat resistance. 4 minutes. So you can see why it looks like it ain't getting any closer, but it is. Just be patient with me. I'm getting there. I think I can do it within that 3 minutes and 40 seconds I got left. And there's Volt fruit right there. You can grab those. You'll use those to make more special foods. Is that a person running or is that a wizrobe? I don't think there's any wizrobes in the desert. Not in the desert. It might be in the other areas. Anyway, it's a hydromelon on your right there. You can pick those up too. Those are for cooling. I've got plenty of them from my amiibos though, so I don't have to worry about it. And I will continue to get plenty of them because what I do is even when I'm not recording for you guys, I log on at least once a day to get my amiibos to get them, get the supplies I can use. And it looks like I'll have enough heat resistance to get here, but I will need to use another one to get back to the Koroks Bazaar. What I'll do is I'll activate this one, I'll run it, and then I will go into the, or try to go into the Gerudo village, and they'll send me out. This guy right here will tell me where I can go get the piece, but let me do this first. That guy right there said only women allowed, and he'll tell me that there's a guy in the car bazaar that's got a woman's costume basically that I can wear. And I think he only wants 600 or so for it. I think I've got enough money. Okay, this one, I remember this one now. This one's kind of a pain. This one's very time consuming. I hate this. Alright, well, it's another one of the electrical ones. Welcome to the desert. What we'll do first is we'll take this. Now this is electric, like conductive, whatever word you want to use, but you can't use it but in one or two spots where it's functional. And I will also have to use my weapons, I think, to keep this thing going. Now this is conductive too. We'll put him right here. I'll move this guy again. That should light that up. It's gonna be that way, and there's probably more over here, but I'm not going to take them right now. I'm just gonna put weapons down because I know it works. Watch this. Especially these longer ones. And these treasure chests are, again, conductive, so I will use this as soon as I get what I need to. Is conductive the right word? I think it is. I think I got some moderate education here. Anyway, I'll take him, put him right about there. Put him now. I can go pick up all my weapons. Alright, that is a Sea Breeze Boomerang. I will probably never use it, but I wanted to show it to you before I got rid of it. That's one of the specialty items you'll get from an amiibo. Why did it not hit? There we go. Why is it not taking a picture and telling me what it is? It's supposed to tell me what it is, but whatever. My point is I want this. Now, I'm going to need this. Oops. Need this over here too. Most everything I'll be able to use again. Alright, let me go ahead and take this bad boy. I know he's going to get used. Like I said, I told you this one's a little bit time consuming, and I apologize, y'all. That's part of the game. Alright. Leave that there for a second till we see. like I said, it's been a while. I might not need every one of these, y'all, but I'm trying to. Trying to do what I can to keep this. Okay. And yes, I think that you get electrocuted when you walk on these. Watch. Nope, you gotta be actually on that. Alright, this one will go here. We'll make that connection. That one will stay where it is. I'll make sure it's doing right on there. This one will go. Let me see. I think now that that's done, I don't need this anymore. I don't think. Yeah, I think I can just move him over, huh? And I opened it up. Okay. Alright, let's roll on out of here. Now, like I said, I'll go ahead and use the heat, food, whatever you call it, because I won't have to do it again. And I'll always have armor that can help me out in that department. And that's number 8, so I can get 2 things at the next ferry, whenever I end up back in a village. I may go ahead and do 2 more stamina wheels, and then on the next one, or stamina portions, it'll give me almost a whole nother wheel, and then I'll do another heart after that. But like I said, there's 120 shrines, so plenty to do. And y'all, I'm sorry if that light's reflecting off my glasses. My fault, my bad. Again, I'm a new YouTuber. Sorry if I don't know how to edit and all this stuff. Y'all probably know how to do, so my fault. Alright, I'm going to ask this guy if he's fine. He's going to tell me that he wants to get in there and sell stuff, I think, but he can't go into the thing because he's a man.
Oh.
Alright, so that's the one I'm talking about. That's back at the car bazaar. Now we're going to show you this just because it's part of the game. You got to make it fun. Try to go in, and these ladies are not going to let you. Are they serious? Vo is what they call them, men. Alright, so I can't go in there, but I can go right back to the car bazaar. Nice long walk. I've got, looks like my it's worn off already. It has, but being that it's 7:40 in the evening, the sun's not quite as hot. That's good. I don't have to use that piece in particular. I can save it for health benefits, not necessarily for heat resistance. But you can see the car bazaar in the distance, not hard to find. Just walk it. And again, there's another tower over there on top of that hill, or that mountain more or less, that you're going to have to, these guys, you shit, buddy. Alright, I'm not going to do that because I can't. I need to get back to where I'm going before it gets too cold. I don't want to have to, you see how it's, that's not good for. See how I'm cold? try to do it before I lose too much health. And I might lose it all, but I don't have to waste, what you call it, the one for cold resistance. I might just get there and warm back up, or heal back up. And I think I can do that, be almost there. The desert aggravates me though, when it's both ends, either hot or cold. And you guys have to get out of the way. Come on, man. I ain't got time for this. And I'm watching. I only have a heart and a half left, so I don't want to go to empty. I don't want to waste a fairy. I can't take any chances. I'm done now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and heal up, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. See those. You go in here and talk to somebody and they'll be like, I know there's somebody here. You can buy these, all of them here, which is nice, including shock arrows. But I get those generally from my amiibos. Sneaky guys on the roof, I'll bet you. Well, like I said, he's here. And this will help me out here, like I said. For the rest of the game, I'm the fool with trying to get into Gerudo Village, or the fool with getting too hot during the daytime and the sun over here at the desert. Now, again, I told you already, the Death Mountain Goron area, you're going to need a special kind of armor and a special kind of, we'll call it ailment, or what, not ailment, you know what I mean, medicine, food, whatever. Alright, that's a man. Just say, I don't think you'll see his beards. He didn't even give away there, but I'm going to... I hope I got the money. Yes, I'll take them all. I hope they're all 600. And here comes his beard. Alright, now that also, as you'll see here, is a piece of your inventory now. It's actual armor now. Gerudo armor. Now, it's not very strong, and yes, you can upgrade it later, but right now, I'm just going to use it to keep us from dying in the heat. Now, as you can see, it's 10:30 at night. It's still cold out there. I'm almost full on health, but the last thing I want to do is have this armor and not be able to use it for the right reason. Now, before I leave this area, I do know one more memory is over here, and I'm going to go ahead and get that while we're here. There are people to talk to. He's got a side quest too. I can't remember what that memory is. I think it's lingering over here somewhere. I'll find it. Anyway, there's a Goron. He's out of place. I'm not going to fool with him right now, but there's a memory here. There it is. So we might as well get it while we're here. That'll be 3 out of 12 for us on the memories. And like I said, there's a lot of game left, a lot of cool stuff to do. Now, this is a great memory. This really makes Link look like a badass, is all I'm saying. Just watch this one. I think you'll like this. And when we get done with the memory, we'll walk up that fireplace right over, or that fire pit right in a little bit. We'll sit down, we'll wait till daytime. So so I can walk and use the outfit I'm wearing. Watch this. Oh, badass, you know that. That's the Yiga clan. We'll learn about them later. One of them attacked me in town somewhere because they're disguised. But the Yiga clan is another bad guy group, we'll call it, in this game. And I'll have to go into their fortress too to get something from the lady who's in charge here at the Gerudo Desert. But again, that's for later. Right now, we're gonna mosey on over here. And I use the word mosey way too much, I think, but I apologize, y'all. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna sit at this fire. And I'm going to wake up in the morning time. That way I don't have to worry about freezing. I don't want to talk. Shit. That way my outfit here will put it in front of the sun, but I don't have to worry about getting too cold and using another, And now, yes, I can go into the, village now, the Gerudo town. I can, but I'm not going to. That's for another time. Like I told you, that's where the, you get started with the Divine Beast. I'm going to come down, like I said, in this corner, but now I can jump all the way to this shrine without any issues because I've activated it, and I can walk through the desert without the heat getting to me. The only thing I can't do right now, and I'll tell you this, is I can't defend myself well against enemies because this is a 1-1-1 on the defense, which is crap. That's worse. That's the worst thing in the game, just like that old clothes we got at the very beginning. So if I run into a crowd of nasty enemies, I'm just going to throw the other stuff on real quick. I'd rather take 1 damage from the heat than all the damage I'll take from these guys. Now, there is a time or a place where you'll go without your map. Basically, this will all go fuzzy, the whole thing. You see that dusty, cloudy area out there? That's what it's going to be. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to go... Actually, let's try to mark it on the map. I think it's right around here. We're going to find that spot and go to it, about. And again, there's not really a walking path that I'm aware of, so we're going to just stay out here in the sand, and now that we got the armor on, we're not worried about overheating. And I think there's other shrines out here. I don't know if there's any directly between here and there. There's definitely one right by the fairy fountain, because there always is. They want you to have quick access to it. And I don't have the money on me to be able to open her up. I think she wants a lot. It's either, I think it might be 5,000, a lot of money. And we'll get that later, it's not a big deal. But I just want to have her available to get to when I'm ready for that, you know. Now I do know there's a, Korok on the top of that bone right there, that backbone, and I might go ahead and, there's a flower, you see it right there. I might go ahead and get him because this also will give me kind of a head start on flying over the desert. I'm faster flying than I am walking. If I get to the top of that thing up there, I get a decent little head start. So we'll hope that he doesn't see us and alert his friends. Now he just alerted his friends. But they're not going to come up here. And they're going to try to come up here, but I'm not going to let them bother me too much. And like I said, I try to take care of these guys if I can, when I have a chance. Because what you're going to do is you're going to accidentally find them all the time. Then you're going to end up accidentally by what's his name, Hestu, and you're going to be like, wow, looks like I can get the hookup now on. on weapon storage. I'm gonna try to get up to the top of this thing and jump off, just because the higher I go, it'll let me stay. Ah. Well, that didn't work. Whatever. Let's just walk and hope those guys aren't following me. Now there's a nasty creature out here, and I'm not even going to try to fight him. I forget what he's called. Is it Moldorm or Molduga? If you've ever seen the movie Tremors, it's one of those. There he is over there just flopping around. He just jumped out. But I don't want to get near him if I can help it. I'm not prepared to fight him yet. There's 3 of them here, I think, in the desert, and I'm trying to avoid going directly in their area. I think, yeah. There you'll see him. I think if you watch over there. Guess he's out of sight now. Out of sight, out of mind, huh? Alright. But again, it's a long walk. Really? Oops, wrong button. Real hot. I guess I need to come back in the morning time. Watch this. I haven't done this for y'all yet. We'll go ahead and do it now just because we can. And we'll get more of these later. Trust me, there's places to get plenty of them. Now, you can light a torch, whatever you want to do. I just find it easier to do this, sit, and go back to the morning time. And this should keep the temperature down again. This desert's so fickle. And I don't want to accidentally be shooting off all my fire arrows, so we're going to take those off. And there's that spot I was talking about where it goes fuzzy. But I have a general idea where I'm going, so we'll see if I can make it without any headache. I like to avoid the enemy camps right now. Again, like I said, I'm wearing a very weak armor. Just trying to get to this particular location. I'm looking for a shrine or the skeleton that's in the area. Can't go any further, so I've gone all the way as far south, I think, as I can go. Maybe I went the wrong way. Well, I know where it is. It hot again? Did I already? Yeah, I probably should have got a map out first and looked for this before I did this, but whatever. I know it's down here. Well, my map is back. Guess I went quite too far to the left. Map's not back again. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Alright, they can't get me up here. I just wish I knew where I was going. I'm gonna come back over here and fly this direction. Hopefully I can... Maybe I'll tell you guys don't do anything I say. Oh, there it is. See? I knew it was in the right area. How far off was it? That's not too bad for having played this in so long. What do you think? Mark your map way over here then, guys. You know what I mean? Sorry, I was off. I couldn't tell. Plus, again, I want to see how much money she wants so I can know what I got to save for. And I know right now I got to get some bokoblin guts. Those are the hardest ones to get. You got to kill the silver and I think it's the green ones, I think maybe sometimes. Bokoblins to get those. So I got to do some... At first I got to find them. That's the big deal. You can't always find those guys. Alright, let me see. This might be the one I was talking about earlier that's a little bit harder. And now that I am officially done with the desert walking, I will not be doing more of it anytime soon, really. I just wanted to find this. I'm going to put my armor back on because I'm going to warp out of here as soon as I get a chance. Now, this ball is making it fun for you. I'm wrapping it around here. It's not where it needs to go. Come on. It's the other way. It started out so low in energy anyway. Let's get this guy over here from this angle. What do you think? walk around so I don't get shocked again. And there's a couple of guardians up here. We gotta take care of them. 3 of them. Wow, that's vicious. Oh yeah, there's a piece over there I gotta get to hook up to that. I wanna get these guardian pieces first. And yes, you'll use them. Yeah, that piece that hooks up to those is over here to the right. Pretty cool little idea. Treasure chest in there too. This one's fun though. Let me see. The piece I need, I think, is in there, and the treasure chest. I think they're both in there. Alright, let's see. And that's that. Now we can forever have access to all 4 fairy fountains. Now that's the best you can have for upgrades in the game. Now you will have to come off with the money on this. We'll find out in just a second. On this 4th gal, and I think it's big money. It's like 5,000, but you'll get there. It's not a big deal. I'll take it this much. What I was doing when I first started this game was I was doing a whole lot of just killing people and exploring. And I think that's generally what everybody does. All you want to do is see what's around the corner, see what's in this room, see what's in this village, and so forth and so on. And while you're in it, you kill somebody. And then you take his weapon, you kill the next guy. And that's how it goes. But I've done that so many times already, I passed it. I've got my way, my method, and this is the way I do it. I'm getting some pieces here just so I can be better prepared. That's a sand seal right there. You can use those to get around the desert. I will talk about that later. You'll see that when we get into the Gerudo town. But I'm just going to go ahead and pick this stuff up now because it never hurts to get more stuff. Now what we're going to do is we're going to see exactly how much she wants. 5,000, I'm guessing. 10,000, that's even worse. No, I don't have 10,000, but you'll find a way to get it, trust me. There's going to be plenty of those particular things I told you about, the Koroks, not Koroks, taluses, stone taluses. Those guys, as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you one real quick, just so you can see. All right, now, as you can see here, we know, it's not marked yet, but we know that there's a fairy down here. It'll be marked once I open her up, but we know it's in the very bottom left corner of the map. You can't get any more bottom left than that, basically. We'll come back to her once we have 10,000. What I'm saying, though, is you can start out simply by doing this, and I'll show you. And after I show you this guy, I'm going to go ahead and get my 2 stamina bars at the village, and then I'm going to save it, and we'll move on another day. But for the time being, let me show you this so you can see. You're going to kill a lot of these. In my experience with upgrading, because if you get all the amiibos, weapon or amiibo armors and the DLC armors, there's a lot of upgrading to do, and you'll need a lot of star fragments, and you'll need a lot of jewels, and you'll need a lot of stuff just in general. So it's never ending. I mean, I'm going to go in here and look and see how many hours I got in this game too. I mean, I've got hours upon hours. I think he's over here, the first one of the game. Now, we didn't do a lot of exploring in the Great Plateau because I knew what I needed to do to get out of here. Now, this guy, he's going to require a little more power. We're going to get the big boy out here, and we'll replenish that later. I want him to go down fast. You know what? He's never been used. This guy's been used. And this Cobble Crusher's got enough beef, or whatever you want to call it, behind him to kill this guy, and I can get him an amiibo drop. So what I'll do is, you see that piece of rock right there, the one on the floor, that's his body. So we're going to land on him, and he's going to turn into the stone talus. Now we're going to wait and get on top of him. Oh, there we go. Take this thing out and just waylay him. And keep in mind, guys, this is the first one of the game on the Great Plateau. Some will get harder, okay? It's just part of it. Now, and that some will get better jewels, better drops. But look at all these ambers here, just for one quick kill. More ambers, there's a ruby, more ambers there. And guess what you do with these ambers? You can sell them, because they're the easiest ones in the game to find. For example, now you saw where that one was, and there's, I think there's like 40 of these things in the game, a bunch of them. And you get every blood moon. By the time you get done killing all 40 of them and taking all their stuff, blood moon will appear, and you'll get to do them again. And you'll eventually get all the money you need for any armor purchases, any fairy upgrades, or fairy unlocks, should I say. And then whatever else you need to buy, if you want to buy, you know, time at the ends at the stables or whatever, you'll see there's a lot in this game to do. So what we'll do right now is we'll mosey on down here. We'll get our 2 more pieces of our stamina wheel, because we've got 9 spirit orbs, I think. And yes, I know, this guy right here's got a side quest. There's side quests all over the place, and I will get to them, y'all, I promise. And most times people are going to get the hearts first because they don't want to die. But that's why I'm focusing my time on upgrading my armor, so I don't need to worry about the hearts so much. As long as I got a fairy or 2 on me and some replenishment, you know, meals cooked, then I'm good to go. But this is what runs out the fastest, is stamina. And you can max out at 3 stamina wheels. So I'm fixing to be 3 more spirit orbs and even max out to 2, the top on the 2 wheel. And I'll need to do 5 more, which is 20 more spirit orbs, I think, to get the last piece for the 3rd wheel. Alright, and again, this little girl up here, she's got a quest. It's a pretty easy one. I just don't have patience for it right now. I'm going to go in here and show you what to do, though, with these ambers. Now, the ambers, keep that in mind. They're going to be the easiest ones to find. This is a place you'll do a lot of stocking for arrows and whatnot when you get your money. But the ambers will be so easy to find, you won't feel bad about selling them. They're in everything, every one of these guys. Yeah. The goddess statue. Okay, I'm gonna go do that real quick. I forgot. This is an easy side quest. But I think it's raining outside. If it is, then I can't. No, it's not raining. Anyway, she wants me to go over here and light up the goddess statues, and I forgot about this. So what I'll do is I'll light that up, and I'll shoot that one. That one. That one. Why am I squatting? And that one. Now, she will know, I guess, it is updated, that that's done for her. And I'll go ahead and finish this side quest, and then I'll show you what the ambers, and actually I'll show what all jewels are worth, value, and stuff like that.
Oh.
Alright, now we'll talk to her. Want to sell. Now you can sell a lot of stuff. There's no point though in selling these kinds of things. These are worth a lot of money, and you'll get to that later, but they're more difficult to get right now. Now, flint's going to be used to make fire. You'll rarely need to sell that, and as you can see, they're not very valuable, so save those for making fire. 30 pieces of pop. I can seriously, very easily, I'll sell half of them. I got half of them, that's 300 rupees. Boom, just like that. And I haven't even tried to get these things. That's one talus that I hit. Don't get me started on the value of the other ones. Opals are 60, luminous stones are 70. Those are a little more difficult to get. 180 on topaz. Now look at these bad boys. 210, 260, and diamonds are worth 500. So as you can see, I've got 2,000 right there just in diamonds alone. So I'm a fifth of the way through that fairy without even selling, without even doing anything. But my point is, I don't sell them all right away. And the fairy, I need to get the upgrade on the 3rd level of armor before I even think about getting that 4th. So more important now that I kill some more bokoblins, get some bokoblin guts, and get the upgrades on that. And at this point, it's more important that I show you more of the map. Now, I did come here, but there is another piece of the map here, and over here, I think somewhere in general areas where you open up the desert. I may go ahead and do that. Let me see where it's at. Not today, but let's see next. Let me double check. And it'll open up the whole desert map, basically. And you can have that ready to go. And again, y'all, I apologize for having messed up that middle video, but it wasn't that much. You'll figure it out as you play, you get better, you know, so there's not like you're going to have to, oh, I can't believe I didn't see that. Well, you'll figure it out. Now, I think that this bad boy is up here. Actually, you know what? This is not a... I've got plenty of room to regenerate my health or my stamina, and I've got a lot of stamina now. Let me see exactly where this piece is. As you see, when you got more stamina, you can make more jumping and go up faster. And that's why I want to go ahead and do that, because that's one of those things you're not going to want to do. Wait till the last minute to do, because you're going to be doing a lot of this kind of stuff throughout the game. And I haven't even got down to my other stamina wheel yet. Now I will. I don't see... There it is. Unless that's the other one. Look at me saying I'm not going to do it today, but here I am all doing it. Let it regenerate, and then come on back up here, because this is a decent little climb here. These particular rocks, I think I told you already, these are the ones you can pop with the gold tips. They've got more diamonds and harder founds in there. Topaz, you saw those are worth a lot of money. These right here will give you your basics, your ambers and things like that. But at the same time, like I said, you'll figure it out. And let me look at the map. Am I looking in the right direction? Yes. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can reach that guy, just because I can't stop putting it off. I'm one of those kind of guys. Sorry, y'all. What we'll do is we'll get up here. And again, if you don't want to do this now, come back later. Alright, this is it, right? We're going to jump across here. There'll be some enemies over here I don't want to fool with, so I'm going to try to just avoid them. A lot of moblins in the area. Matter of fact, there's one right there. I'm going to pop him in the head just so I can. Now let's fly him up for a little bit. And I don't want to fool with him, but I do know I need to go over there on my map. That's where I'm going. So we're going to try to make the easy way around. Yes, those moblins are strong, but again, I have on good armor, so I'm not as worried about it. And we're gonna come on up here. You see, we done made it functional, made it working. I didn't want to hit him. I meant to hit that guy. Because I want to collect those to have a little bit of everything. And I don't want to kill them all. I don't need them. I just wanted to have a little bit of everything. Alright, let it recuperate because this is again a pretty decent little haul. And there's my son making a ruckus in the background. I'm sorry, y'all. But as you can see, we're getting closer. And this one's got a nasty swamp around it. I think I remember that one in particular. And it's okay, we'll get it done. Not near as bad as that one that had his witch ropes floating around, and that one damn near killed me. Well, did kill me. Fairies brought me back. But this right here will open up the entire map for the desert except for the Gerudo Highland area, which is on the northwest. That's its, what do you call it, Swift Violet. I'll need that for an upgrade. Now, you can see what I'm talking about. I need to get over there to get an advance, like a kind of, we'll call it a height advantage, because I don't have that much yet as far as stamina goes to make it all the way from the bottom. But what I'll do is I can move these bad boys here. Watch. Now you see there, that should be enough. But what I'm going to do instead, watch this. Take your Cryonis, and yes, even mucky water, you can still do this. And we'll do another Cryonis just to make it safe for us so we get up here. And this will help us climb here. We'll let the stamina regenerate. Come over here to this one. Regenerate, because this is going to be the last climb here. As you can see. Now, I've got enough stamina. I can jump now. I didn't used to be able to jump because I'd be out of stamina in 2 jumps. But now I can do that. And that's why you got to spend those spirit orbs wisely and spend your time in exploration wisely. Because now you all know that we can come back to these places, warp, without having to worry about wearing out our horses or our fingers. And this should be the last one. Alright, I was going to do that in the next video, but I'm done it now, so it's ready, and you'll see what it does. You would think that the Gerudo Desert one would be in the damn center of the desert, but it's not. It is what it is, though. Gerudo Highlands, though, shockingly, is mountains and it's cold over there, almost like the Hebrew region, so we'll need to get some either more stuff for cold deterrent or get the armor, which we can get from the Ritos in the village up to the top left up there north of the that second fairy fountain we found. I'll show you. But again, it's going to cost money, so we're going to need to beat several of the taluses. But if you want it, you can get right here. That's the Rito Village. It's not labeled yet because we haven't been there, but this is Rito Village. We'll get there. They'll get the armor where you can traverse this region, which is the Gerudo Highlands. It's all cold. And this region, which is Hebra, which is all cold. And then this region over here, where is it? Oh, I don't have a little dot on for my what you call it, but it's right over here. This is where Death Mountain is, slash the Gorons and the other, what you call it, Divine Beast. That's going to be the area we're going to need to have some extremely good heat armor, and they'll sell it to you there in that village. But for the time being, we're going to go ahead and call it quits right here, guys. And I'm freezing, so I'm going to go ahead and take my man down to the village. We'll do Hatino because it's more room for my amiibos next time I play. But I appreciate you. If you guys are interested in anything and have any comments or questions, feel free to ask me. Just comment on the video. Let me know. There's nothing that I can't tell you on this game, basically, or Tears of the Kingdom. Some of them I haven't played in a while, but I'll be realistic. I want to get to them, and I'll remember them. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker. That's the four of the best games ever made. I just haven't played them in a while, you know. I beat all of them at 100%. Just haven't played them in a while, so we'll see. Nevertheless, I want to go ahead and hit the start button here and save. And we'll do this again next time. So I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.